Hi, and welcome to All Things Styled by Pam. And this is a part two. Now, what I did today was, like I said or stated in my previous part one video, I had to go back to Sherwin-Williams and I picked up this paint right here. Duration Home, excellent durability and washability. This one is in the color of alabaster. I wanted to get the high reflective white that I previously used, but they did not have it. So I wound up getting this one. I got another can of Ben Primer. And with this one by Zenter, with this one, the reason why I'm loving this primer is because it has the shellac base in it. And I watched a previous video of a YouTuber. I can't remember her name. She used this primer to paint IKEA furniture so she didn't have to sand. So this is the one that I use on the doors downstairs when I installed them on the Calyx shelving unit. And I picked up two more trays, but these are smaller. And what I really, okay, now I wish I was able to find a liner. Maybe I just didn't look, or maybe I overlooked it. But I like using liners in them so that way I can reuse my paint trays. And I'm telling you, if you're going to paint anything, get disposable liners so that way you can reuse whatever it is that you're using to paint with, so you won't have to keep buying it. And I picked up some more sandpaper. When this one right here, when I looked at it, I'm not really good. Like I said, I'm a rookie and I'm just getting started. Now, this one right here, which is the 120, I thought it would have been too rough to use on that sofa table. And this one right here, which is the 220, I felt like it probably would have been okay, but I winded up using something else that I already had. So let me take you into the room to show you how how it looks. Okay, and now I am in my office. I'm gonna have to try to do this real quickly because I gotta put my phone on the charger. Now, as you can see, I did add the white banding, and I still can't remember edge. Let me look. Wait a minute. It's called the Okay, it's called the edge banding. Yeah, it's called edge banding right there. And I applied it on. I've been down here sanding this because I wanted to meld into the wood. Now, I did look up to see if you can paint this, and I'm going to have to take that off because this came from my iron, which is right here, because I had to iron it on in order to melt the adhesive under it. So what I did was I sanded this, I thought, really good, and it took me about maybe 40 minutes to sand this. So yeah, because like I was telling you in my part one video, I wanted to hide the rough edges that were on the wood. So now all I got to do is wipe it down and then try to get some of these marks. If I did get the majority of these marks off with my with what I sanded with, and my nails, ooh, they dry. So yeah, I did the best I could, and I'm trying to show you because I'm in a small space. And when I use my my little tool, this is what came off, because you do have you have extra overhangage, is that what it's called, that kind of lifts up a little bit. So I had to take that off, and when I took it off, this is what it looks like. And I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to use it, so let me show you. Oh, the top came off. Let me pick it up. Okay, so trying to put the top back on here. Okay, so this is what I use, and all you do is you take it, make sure whichever way the arrow is going, that's the way you want to do this. So what you do is take it and you place it on here and you glide it down, but you have to squeeze it. Okay, and it will take the extra overhang off, and this is what it looks like, and the adhesive is on the inside. Now, I've never used this before, but I thought it was important to not try to paint this, and then the wood, you can see the texture of the cut wood. That is something that I didn't want you to see. And like I said, I did look it up, and I'm going to clean it off, and I'm going to prime it, and I'm going to see how it's going to look. But I think I did a really good job with sanding this in. And like I said, this came from my iron, and I'm going to, when I wipe it down, hopefully it'll come off, or you all have to sand it off. Now, right here, you can see where, I don't know if it creased or something right there, but it did. Because I didn't have any overhangage, I'm going to see how it looks. I might have to take my iron and go back over this to press this down just a little bit. Again, I am a rookie with this. So, but right up here, I got the edges really good. I sanded everything down really good because, like I said, I wanted it to meld into the wood. I did this side, and the other side. So I did all the sides that were showing the raw wood. And let me go ahead and wipe this down and prime it, and I'll be back. Okay, I am back. The table is all primed and painted. When I primed it, it looked white. So I just went ahead and painted it after I finished priming it, because you really couldn't tell a difference unless when I painted it, I used a darker color or something. But this is the primer, and that is the paint. And I'm really happy as to how this came out. Now, remember, earlier I showed you the table not painted or primed with the white edge banding on the table. And the edge banding went all along here. And I'm really happy as to how the edge banding came out. You cannot even see the wood. It looks so good. It really does. And I kept the table simple. I did say in part one that I wanted it to be a little thicker, but that is okay. And I do have some embellishments or imperfectness in the paint, like right here. I must have had something in the paintbrush. I may sand it down and then just go ahead and repaint it. But I'm really loving how, let me see if it's dry, because I did wait for it to dry. I have imperfectness right here. But like I said, it's going behind the sofa, so no one is going to see it. But I did try to do the best that I could with this. I'm just loving it. I'm really loving it. And I did sand it before I primed and painted. So it's just the texture that is in the wood. And I need to pay way more attention to the texture of the wood when picking it out. But I really appreciate the guy at Home Depot, in the lumber department. He was so sweet, and he did try to pick out the best wood for me. And I can't thank him enough. but I'm really loving how this came out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up this mess. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put anything on here tonight. I still have to, I'm still going to use the polyurethane on this maybe, just to seal the table. But I'm gonna do that at another time because right now I am so tired because I've been working on this table since yesterday. And the edge banding, I'm telling you, you've got to use the edge banding because you cannot see the wood at all. And I'm trying to lean so you can see the table, and I got it crooked. But the edge banding, oh my goodness, I love it. Let me go ahead and clean up this mess. And I don't know if I'm going to show this tonight or if I'm going to take it in the living room and swap it out. But I will let you know. And let me try to decide what I want to do. And I'll be back. Okay, everything is almost back in its place. I have everything that was in the room, paint and everything else taken out. I did sweep the floor, but that's not what you're here for. So this is what the sofa table will look like as I am sitting here. I love sitting with a beautiful background behind me, and it's also a pleasing to my subscribers as well. So look at it. Isn't it so pretty? I did make some mistakes on it, but that is okay because I'm still learning, and you have to remember that I'm still a rookie. But everything that I did to it, including adding the edge tape, you cannot see the wood normally that when you just paint it and you don't try to cover it. It looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, and I think the length of this table was perfect. Okay, instead of getting it 60 inches, I got it 55 inches long, and I think this is suitable. I'm still not sure if I'm going to, because I like the way I brought these lightings out of the living room. I like how they're looking over the plants. I still trying to decide if I'm going to put a lamp here or a lamp here, something smaller, nothing big. And I don't know about something in the middle or slide that over or what. But I just wanted you to see how it looks at night. Can your girl set an ambience for the nighttime? Okay. And it looks good, especially against the blue walls. I was right with going with the white. I love it. I love it. Thank you for watching my part 1 and part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, please watch it. My name is All Things Styled by Pam. I hope that you enjoyed my video, and if you like my content, then please thumbs up my video. And you're always welcome back, always. And if you want to join me on my Instagram, join me at Diamond2872. I will be happy to have you. And always remember to put that diamond touch on anything that you decide to do. It looks so good, and it's even. You see, it's even. And I love the flowers. And no, they are not real, okay? Bye, y'all.